Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, What the Beck. Today I'm doing a good old plan with me for the week of January 14th to the 20th, 2019. And yes, I got over my disbelief over what year it was. And like so many others, I used the new year as kind of a fresh start to kind of make changes to get my life together. As you saw in a couple of my past videos, I was doing some things that were different, figuring out what I wanted to do with my planning system and my bullet journal and all those things. And something else that I did that was new this year was we did a huge deep cleaning and decluttering of my family's house. And for as long as I have remembered, we had this one room that we just shut the door and we didn't even think about what was in there. And whenever we had people over, we would put things in there, and then sometimes they would just never make it out. So we decided to redo that room and turn it into a craft room for my mom, and I'll basically just be talking about that for this video. If you're curious what the room looks like, I'll let you know when it's done. Right now, we're in the middle of putting up a huge storage unit, but afterwards I'll have my dad take pictures and I'll edit them into a video and you can see what it looks like in that room. But for now, let's talk about Marie Kondo, because everyone's going crazy about her in all my planner groups and talking about her method and how they either like her or they don't like her. So in my opinion, the Netflix show was pretty nice. I think it was digestible for someone who just wants to learn how to organize things. But I am thinking about getting her book to learn more about it, mainly because I just want a reference for how to fold everything, because a while ago I made my own folding method and I went through all my clothes and got rid of the ones that I didn't want anymore, and I had like a specific method for folding them. But now that I'm at college, it's more difficult to fit things into my drawers, so I'm thinking that her way of folding might be able to help me. But yeah, I just want to talk about that because it's kind of a new year, like organizing, decluttering thing, and it kind of fits the topic. But for my mom's stuff for her craft room, we actually went through like all of her stuff from like years and years ago. Like this is like, my mom has been alive for at least 19 years plus. I'm not going to give her actual age away out of respect for her privacy and whatnot, but she's been here for a while and she has been crafting for a while. So she had a ton of stuff for all different types of crafts and like activities and things. So we went through and she made a pile to give away and then piles of stuff to donate and things that she wanted to keep. And we ordered some, like, I think it's just called like If It Fits It Ships from UPS or something. There's like these boxes, so we would have a uniform size to sort things into, and we labeled them all and we put like ribbons in one and lace into another and all of the threads and stuff into another one. And that led to the cardboard box incident, which is kind of funny, but my mom thought that she was ordering one case of 25 boxes. But of course she actually ordered 25 cases of 25. So we have like hundreds of cardboard boxes that we don't know what to do with. Hopefully the post office will take them back. But my dad actually saw that they were from 2015, like they'd been produced in 2015 and nobody ordered them. So he was like, well, we might as well keep them and just use them for recycling bins. But that was our incident. That we still have a bunch of cardboard boxes downstairs. They're kind of cluttering in the space that the other stuff wasn't, that we took out. So now we have just a bunch of boxes. So back to the sewing room or craft room, my dad and I designed a huge shelf with like a cabinet on the bottom, bookshelves, and like I call it cubes. It's basically like the IKEA style of furniture where you have like squares and you can put the plastic or fabric drawers in there. So we basically made cubes in the middle, bookshelves on the side, and then on the bottom of all of that was the cabinet portion, just to store everything. But of course we couldn't put it into an unfinished room, and since this room hadn't been used in about 10 years, we took out all the carpet and there was a lot of dust and I ended up getting sick from it. But that always happens when I do like deep cleaning things. So I got sick from taking up the carpet, and we did like click in place flooring from Home Depot, where you basically the floor is like puzzle pieces and you click them together and you like have to hit it with a mallet, and that was kind of fun but also really tiring. So we got the floor in, and then we painted the walls white because they were like an off-white color, but I really don't like off-white. I like my white to be like pure white. So we painted the whole room white, and the idea was that the shelves are going to be white and the walls would be white, and all the color would come from the chairs that we buy to put in the room and the supplies, because we want the supplies to be on display so it's like a happy place for my mom to go and do her crafts. While we were painting and putting the flooring in, my dad got super sick of this show that I was watching, because I watched 4 seasons of the Great British Baking Show on Netflix because my partner has Netflix and we are like sharing the account, and I was watching the Great British Baking Show non-stop for like a week while we were doing all these renovations, and he got so sick of it. But the irony is, once I actually played it on the TV, like when we were working, it was on my phone and I was playing the audio out loud. Once we actually played that show on the TV downstairs on Netflix, my mom was super into it, so I was like, well, you'll be happy to know that your whole room was constructed while watching this show. So yeah, I think I can actually link the KonMari method for tidying up into this part too, because I have my notes here so I know what to talk about, because I'm kind of sick and I like lose track. But we did get rid of a lot of stuff, but we didn't like thank it like the KonMari method tells you to. And I have like expressed this opinion on Facebook, but of course that's not YouTube, so if you aren't my friend on Facebook you might not know this, but I feel like as long as you appreciated the item, you don't have to like physically thank it out loud. And I know that's like a cute thing that Mari does, and it's kind of like part of her charm, like when she does a little ching noise when she feels joy or whatever. But we didn't like thank it out loud. We were more like, okay, we got enough good use of it. It's either time to throw it away or donate it. I actually want to make the point that like not a lot of people say they're donating the things they don't need anymore, and that's kind of worrying to me, because a lot of waste in the landfills is like fabric, and a lot of people, when they do the KonMari method, they get rid of a bunch of clothing. And donate your clothes, people. Even if you don't like it or you think it's out of style, it is somebody's style that will find it at the thrift store. And trust me, because I go thrifting and I find cool stuff all the time. We also donated a bunch of books. That was another thing we had a ton of. We donated them to a place called The Book Thing, and it was in Baltimore. We had to drive a really long time to get there. But you donate your books and you can take any books you want for free. So it's basically like a library without any guaranteed titles, but it's free. So even when you're done reading, you can bring the book back and someone else can enjoy it later. Thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope you liked it. Leave me a comment telling me what you have been doing as the new year has started, and I will heart all of your comments and I'll reply because I love talking to you guys. And let me know if you have any suggestions for videos in the future. I do have a certain amazing planner lined up for a review, and that should be next week's video, so keep an eye out for that. Bye!